You finna go pull up somewhere, you feel me? Not to go to a social event, big baby. Well, man, hating is a weakness, man. We're gonna have all fresh KIU merch coming soon, man. Fresh KIU hating is a weakness t-shirts. Fresh You Wasn't There, big baby hoodies. Legends Live Forever, the dinosaur. We're gonna have, come on, man. We coming, big baby. Away with Words Volume 2. You know what I'm saying, though? Is that cuz? Come on, cuz. Come on in, man. Come on, cuz. There you go. Who was that, man? I know he coming. Who was that, my cuz?
Hold on, can you hear me?
Yeah, but I can hear you. Or I could hear you. Can you hear me? You freezing, cuz. There you go. I see you. I can't hear you. You can't hear me either? Let me see. Let me do that. Maybe that'll help. I know he coming back. You hear me? You feel me? You wasn't there. Oh, don't pause me. Where my cuz at, man? There you go. Cuz they said we got that Teddy Wi-Fi, cuz they trying to come at us sideways.
Hey man, it is what it is.
You know we got that.
We can afford what we can afford.
Hey man, listen, man, we gonna make it do what it do, baby. You know what I'm saying?
It's cool.
Huh? What's up with you, boy?
Man, shit. Chilling. Just had a chance to catch up on Snowfall.
Ooh, I see. That's my thing tonight. I gotta take the kids shopping after this, and then I get my peace of mind. You know what I'm talking about? I get to catch up. You feel me?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I had a chance to catch up on that Franklin Saint. That nigga.
My boy Franklin, he doing his thing.
Oh, nigga, hey, I don't know if I can call him my boy though, because he was working with them people.
Ooh, hey, listen. You know we're much more critical of these type of situations because of our background. You know what I'm saying?
And listen, I just don't know if I can. I like the show. I just don't know if I can say Franklin. I can't say Franklin is my people, man. He working. He working with it. And as you know, as we get older, we get to see that people choose their politic.
Definitely.
People choose their politic on who they say. Oh, well, this nigga run with rats, or this nigga told on this nigga. And it's like it's selective activism.
Off the top, all the time, especially when it's profitable or formidable to deal with a certain person. They excuse a lot of shit. You know what I'm saying?
I don't live by that. I don't live by that code.
Me neither, cuz you know what? You touching on some very real shit right now. We're going deep already, huh? I like that.
I don't even profess to be a street nigga, man. Like that life is behind me, but I still honor certain codes.
Definitely, you got to live by certain honor and certain integrity can never be compromised. I don't care what the situation is. You know what I'm saying? Like I ain't looking for nobody to kill nobody, but I sure ain't interacting with some individuals because of their actions. Like period. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So what's going on?
I just want to, first and foremost, I just want to, what I'm doing is about not only giving roses, you know what I'm saying, while we here and while people are present, you know what I'm saying, but also about showing people that come after us that success ain't nothing overnight. It ain't no, you just pop up and become who you are. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's a lot that goes into the journey. A lot of people see you, cuz, or any other individual and just think like, oh, he been on forever, or somebody handed him something, and they don't know, like,
because I ain't been on forever.
You have been. You've been the guy forever. You've been a nigga forever. Definitely. Hey, you definitely been a nigga forever. Listen.
hey, man, I brought something special for you today, man. Look.
Let me see. Oh shit. Hey, when I say they wasn't there, big baby, this is what I mean. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna tell you how I got this one though, because this
Talk
is not
to me.
my number from high school.
Okay.
So, nigga, show up. I got my warm up on. I don't realize I don't have a jersey on under it. Nigga, I got on a wife beater. I don't have on no jersey. I'm thinking I got a full jersey on under my shit.
Yeah.
We in I think we playing in the Reno tournament my freshman year. I played varsity freshman year, humble floss. So I get to the gym. This is preseason, and it's one of the preseason tournaments, and I'm the only freshman on varsity. Nigga, Dream is heavy on me. He cussing me out every practice. The whole shit.
Right.
And I'm 14. I'm dumb. I don't get it, and I'm just thinking that I'm one of them, and nigga, I'm the same as Fonz and Win, and
yeah.
I think I'm a star too, but I ain't. I'm weak. Right.
Right.
Nigga, I get to the gym with the layup line, and something happened where I just felt it. I said, oh, I think I left my jersey at the hotel. So I'm like, either I embarrass myself now and tell Dream, or I embarrass myself when he try to put me in the game.
Right.
Because I'm a freshman. I'm coming off the bench. I'm not starting. Nigga, Fonz the best point guard in the Bay at the time, so I'm playing behind Fonz. Nigga, like I'm not starting, but I know at some I'm gonna get a look.
Yeah.
So nigga, I had to walk over to nigga the Dream in the creeper, nigga. You remember the creeper was our assistant coach?
Yeah, Big Bill. Come on, man.
Coach name was the creeper, nigga. That tell you what type of time we was on. And I tell a nigga, I say, Dream, coach, my jersey at the hotel. What? This nigga Dream yell it out too. This nigga Jay Mo dumb. I'm like, oh man, niggas just let me have it. Dude, I laughing. Nigga, my own cousins, they laughing at me like niggas laughing at me like, fuck, nigga, I go sit at the edge of the bench. Them niggas find some goofy ass jersey to give me. And nigga, to this day, I never gave it back. I kept it.
Right.
I don't even have my original jersey from high school. This is the jersey I have.
That got too much history though. That's legendary right there though.
So listen, I brought this for you, but then I brought another one for you too.
Oh shit. The Rebels. Wait a minute, cuz. Wait a minute.
SF, hold on.
What the new? Hey, you really must have.
I had to find them for you, cuz I had them at the house, man. I keep those with me.
That's real. Hey, listen, they don't know about you walking around Bow hallways with the strip shoes on, though.
Man, I told my son that the other day. I said, man, I used to wear the strip shoes. I used to walk around. I think a lot of niggas got hurt wearing those, but it gave me bounce though, so it is what it is.
Come on, man. Hey, listen though, at the time, like that was like a hidden secret. That it was like taking steroids on the under, like you know what I'm saying? Like nobody, you don't want nobody to know. But if you was smart, you was gonna try to get up there. You feel me?
I didn't give a fuck if everybody knew, nigga. I was wearing them bitches in as much as they would let me. I'm walking around doing layups in them. I'm doing all kind of goofy ass shit. Next thing
I remember I remember you. I can finally remember you pulling out a dunk contest against some real legends at Bell. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna be the one to gossip, but you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna, you know.
It's not gossip, man. I mean, listen, Ballaholic.
Oh shit, we name dropping. Tell the truth though.
Hey, then
Ballaholic.
Mark Bodie jumped in. He was already out of high school, came in and hopped in the dunk out, got some of it too. I mean, hey man, you know.
Hey, that type of shit is more legendary than a lot of the plaques. Like for people who really know, like when you say, nigga, I want a dunk contest on Ballaholic and Bodie, they gonna be like, come on, man, you come on, Jay, stop it.
My son to this day is like, he don't believe it. He don't believe none of that shit. Just, you know,
he really don't know that we was like. I tell people, I'm like, dude, like I just look like the Trail Hill All Stars. Like we really beat every team in the Bay Area. Like if Al came and got you, if Al said, come on, you can really say you had a little bit of game.
Bro, I mean,
you know what I'm saying, though?
It was a long time ago, man, but, you know.
It happened. Yeah. Hey, this crossover probably slow right now, right? It go off my shoe and shit. I'll be in the backyard with the girls. They be like, Daddy, if you don't.
Hey, what Bernie Mac saying above the rim, they could never take what we was.
Come on, man. What you mean? They can't take that from us, cuz. You know what I'm saying? Hey.
Can't take it from I still got
the memories. That's crazy, man.
I still got the memories.
What I was about to say, cuz, what year did the first Neutron album drop?
I don't know, nigga. 84. The first project that we had that, you know, when we was the Neutron 5, nigga, when China Doll was still in the group.
Wow.
When we used to strut on Pier 39.
Yeah.
Yeah, when we used to strut on Pier 39, like that was our first project. That nigga Bob was singing all the leads. He wrote all the songs. That's the crazy shit. Nigga Bob was like 10, 11 years old, and he wrote all of our songs.
Wow.
That nigga Bob wrote all of our songs at like 10, 11 years old. And, you know, Pops had put it out with some, you know, with the street money and trying to figure the shit out. We'd go perform at motherfucking Circus Star and every dope boy's birthday party. Go rehearse at your mama house and
straight up.
Then at Irma Beauty Salon, nigga, and then go to Double. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what life was for us. I mean, we were the entertainment for the hood.
Like we were the entertainment for the hood. I remember going to Monique's birthday party, you know what I mean? Big Rich sister birthday party. I remember this shit like it was like yesterday in the fucking. Where was it at?
Was it at the ranch?
Nah, this was at like the Boys and Girls Club or somewhere in Fillmore.
Oh, okay.
And y'all performing, and I'm just like, you know what I'm saying? This was like, we were so little, you know what I mean? And y'all performing there, and like you said, like the whole damn city, like all the hood was there, you know what I'm saying? And me and you running around, playing around, and then when it was time to get on stage, you know what I'm saying, going up there and performing, it was just like, just to see y'all back then, and you know, it was always like, since me and you so close and we've been so close, you know what I mean? It was a different dynamic to see you switch from one mode to go into your work mode, you know what I'm saying? And to see,
it's always been a light switch for me.
Even like when I see you today though, like when I see you with Tank, or when I come to the thing and I see you like, you know, what's up, cuz, in your professional mode, it takes me back to then, like this shit, cuz, you know what I mean, was built for this a long time ago. You know what I'm saying? Like, and to have that, like, you really need that to be successful and to have longevity, but to be professional in anything, you know what I mean? And be good at anything. To know when to cut, you know, to play shit out from the professional shit. That's why a lot of artists, a lot of rappers today, You know what I'm saying? They don't have no longevity. They don't know how to draw the line between partying, having fun, and when they're handling their business. So the shit kind of overrides into it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
absolutely, man. I think it's interesting. I look at it sometime and I'm like, damn, I actually made a career out of it.
right.
You know? And I don't take that for granted, man. I really look at it as a blessing and as a everyday opportunity, right? Because I've seen so many cats come and go in this business, bro, that we're at the top of the business, business, and just, you know, they move back to wherever they from, and you never hear from them again, or whatever that case may be, or now they'll hit you on some random, like, yeah, man, I'm just trying to listen. I don't even use those words.
Right.
I'm just trying to.
Nah.
Now I don't believe in that, because to me, I feel like when you start talking about what you're trying to do, it's doubt in your mind.
Right. Definitely.
So yeah, you ask me about something, it's like I'm going to do this or I'm not going to do something, but it's one or the other. It's like, and if I feel like it's something I'm going to practice, I'm about to, or I'm
if
going
I make that decision, if you make that decision, you going for it.
Yeah, I'm trying to shit, bro. Is tricky. I just feel like it puts doubt in your mind. I just like I said, I've seen so many guys and girls just, they get to what they always was shooting for, but they weren't able to make it into a career.
Right.
It was a moment in time for them, and I've even I've had people who feel like, okay, well, since I wasn't singing no more, then
you good.
I'm like, how the I just diversified my portfolio. You know what I'm saying?
Straight up.
I had more gifts than what was expected. I was able to turn it into something, and I was able to help other people with their careers. So I've never fell off in any way. It was more so of me taking a turn and saying, this for me right now.
Right. Even and then too, I think it falls into like, some people are talented, but everybody doesn't have the hustle. You know what I'm saying? And being able to monetize your talents and just being able to just a singer or a rapper or a basketball player, but being able to figure out that, you know what I'm saying, your tenacity, your will to not give in is much bigger than your actual talent. You know what I'm saying? Like,
for sure, you just keep
right.
I gotta keep it.
Because so, for example, like when your brother, how old were you when your brother passed away?
11.
11. So I can only imagine how that changed the dynamic of not only what how you looked at the music, but also what your dad was trying to do with y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know.
At that point, Pops was back in jail. Like Pops had MCA had put Pops back in the feds, because he was already on the run, because he was he had already escaped from prison at that point. And, that's kind of what they were holding over his head. So once he didn't, once he wasn't doing what they wanted him to do, or once he was acting up, which Ron Newt did. They were like, listen, man, we gotta figure out a way to separate him from the kids, so
that we can have control.
Yeah, so they could have control, and they brought the feds in, and the feds came and arrested him. So when Ronnie passed, Pops was in jail.
Okay.
So it was no music after Ronnie passed. It was back to the hood. Like we moved. It's funny because that's the name of the name of my publishing company is Grove and Buchanan, because that's where we moved. When Ronnie died. We moved to the Banneker homes.
Okay.
So imagine going from mansion, pool. Everybody got cars. I got the flyest bike because I'm 11. I can't afford no bike. I can't drive a car yet, even though I did. I got a car. But everybody got cars, nigga, limos outside, all kind of wild shit. Literally 2 weeks after Ronnie died, we was out of that house and living in the Bannekers with my auntie Leslie, my cousin Duda and my other cousin Tasha.
How was that transition for you, cuz? Because I know it's like from being like in the spotlight, you know, on tours, whatever, interacting like with all these celebrities to being back like in the hood, like how was the transition for you, like as a kid?
In the first month, I fought every nigga that said something crazy to me.
Right, you was already angry already.
I was already angry. I had a chip on my shoulder, and you know, I was raised in violence. So for me, that was my first reaction. It was, oh, okay, you got something funny to say? I never forget, bro. Damn, God rest the dead. This is my nigga. I love him, man. My nigga Goofy Gaff.
That was my guy.
My nigga DeMarco.
Cause that's what mamas do.
He came to the window and he was and he was like, oh, you was just on Soul Train, right? That's what he said to me. He was like, you was just on Soul Train. I was like, yeah. He was like, man, your brother robbed a liquor store for some food stamps.
Yeah.
I said, hold up real quick. I came right outside and punched DeMarco in his mouth. And I'm not, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not saying that on some, like, tough shit. Like, I was just angry, and the situation was what it was. And me and Gaff ended up becoming best friends at, you know, from pretty much that day forward. But it was one of them things where it was like, I felt like I was in prison almost, and I had to establish myself.
Right, like you wasn't gonna be just going for this shit every day. Like, come on now, it's enough.
And niggas is kids, and you know, what I mean, kids are ruthless.
Especially where we come from. Especially where we come from.
So for me, I was like, if I let that go, if I let that ride, niggas gonna be trying this with me every day.
Right.
So I immediately went outside, got on him, nigga. We got to what we had to get to, and niggas respected me a different way from that point on. And these became niggas from, you know, Fat Gaff, like, you know what I'm saying, the twins, like these just became my partners after that. But and they also understood too, like, damn, that's, you know, that's probably a sore spot for him after that.
Right. Especially once you figure out, okay, when you figure out somebody, all right, he just like us, he down to earth. And now when I realize, okay, you my friend, now it all, you know, you kind of go back and be like, okay, you know what I'm saying? Like, damn, how hard is it for a person to compute all of that? You know what I'm saying? And then you're like, okay, all right, this is my guy right here. You know what I'm saying? Like,
we end up growing up together, man, and end up creating a bond amongst each other, man. You know, they passed when we were a lot younger, obviously. Unfortunately, through, you know, just street shit and the shit that, you know, niggas be involved in. But like, we really created a bond, man. Them niggas helped me with my first business.
Right.
Like, they really helped me with my first business was, you know, I sold bikes to dope boys.
Right.
That was literally my first business when I moved to the Banneker's, and I was trying to figure out how to make some money, and I wasn't a singer no more. And that's not where, you know, I was able to make no money, and I started selling stolen bikes.
Right. It's crazy that you bring up Gaff, because like I remember I had a situation. It was like a party or some shit, and Gaff and Dame knew me from my other lady partners. Dame was on the ranch, one of my partners, and it was a situation where it was like some cats or something, and they was like trying to press me basically. And Gaff and Dame was like standing right there, and they was like, hey, bro, they barely knew my name at the time, but they was like, hey, bro, you want me to go get your lady partners? And you know, me being a knucklehead, I was like, nah, bro, I take care of this by myself. But Dame and Gaff was so solid that even though I didn't tell them to go get my partners, they was like, all right, well, we just going to stay right here. Just, you know what I'm saying? Just in case on some, you know what I mean? We know you. We seen you around enough to be like, we ain't finna let nobody pressure or do nothing. We standing right here. And me and Gaff was at 850 the week before he got killed. And he was like, Juan, shit crazy. I'm like, Gaff, what's up, bro? And we was both getting out at 850 Brian. And he had a picture. He was like, Juan, look at this picture right here. They're like, this all my niggas. They all dead, Juan. And I was like, that's crazy, Gav. And that next week, you know what I'm saying, Gav got killed. And I was just like, damn. And like you said, that was a long time ago.
a long time ago. Man, I think about them niggas all the time, and I just think about the path and that and the opportunity I feel like I may have had that some of the homies didn't.
Definitely. Definitely.
Which is something that I don't take for granted, and I try to always mentally try to stay locked into what that is, and that's why a part of what helps me keep pushing,
Right.
just and what their situations turned out to be, and just the talents that other cats had too. You know what I mean? From sports to music to just being smart niggas, just and how it could have been led another way, but the whole product of your environment thing is real.
And it's like, I don't think that some people understand how intense the influence of your environment can be. You know what I mean? Because like,
man,
like it's so many of our, like, so many people that we know, you know what I mean? Like, literally, that the only thing that derailed them or put them in a bad space is because trying to prove to those around them, trying to survive the environment we was in, like, that shit is so deep, and it's just like, it's so intense that people couldn't even imagine the allure of being a street hero, a street king, a ghetto celebrity. Like, that shit is so deep. Like, to separate yourself from that and really, like, fight against that. Like, we done had conversations about this, even us being parents. You know what I'm saying? Like how we was talking about on your live, like talking to our daughters and being transparent with them about the men that they deal with. You know what I'm saying? Because of what we have experienced and being exposed to. How has being a parent changed the way not only that you look at life, but also how you approach your artistry?
Well, I think it was a big part of me not doing music for a while.
Okay.
Because I wanted to be there more for my kids. I didn't want to be gone. Right. So I always look at as a super important time with kids from like birth to 5 until they're in school. You know what I'm saying? Right. You can pour as much into them because they're with you on a day-to-day basis. But once you start dropping them off at school and you're not picking them back up until the afternoon, you drop them off first thing in the morning, picking them up in the afternoon, feed them, get them ready for bed, the day is practically over. So you're not getting a chance to really mold them in the way that you see fit, right? Right. That you see fit. I think for me, it was a deciding factor. And my kids are 8 years apart, so there were 2 moments where it was like, I waited till my son got older, and then after that, my daughter was born, and I was like, all right, well, I'm not about to jump back in it because now I want her to be older, and I want her to be a little more self sufficient and be able to move around. Right. So.
You're cutting off a little bit. I can't hear you, cuz. Your volume cut off. It's all good. Can you hear me? I can't hear you either. Hey, my peoples. Appreciate y'all for tuning in, man. You know what I'm talking about? Chia. My cuz coming back. Hey, Jay.
Juan.
You back?
Yeah.
I can hear you.
That was literally my daughter FaceTiming me.
Man, that's how God worked. That's how God worked, though, right?
From the other room.
Of course. I got a barricade on the door right now, so we can do this. You know what I'm saying?
This how I go. So that's how to answer your question, it affected my career with having children because, like I said, I took time off. Took time off, and obviously, a lot of times that's the flip of it is that happens with a woman's career.
Right.
Men, they just move how we move, right? And you niggas just do whatever they're doing. But I never was that type of father. Like, for me, I always wanted to be there. I want my kids to know me and not just know me through the FaceTime or through a phone call.
Or gifts or presents and shit like that.
Yeah, because I also, I grew up with a father who was, did a lot of time in jail. And I know how it is to be raised through a phone at times.
Right.
And I wasn't in jail, but if you're not there, you're not there.
Period.
So for me, that was a sacrifice that I felt like was needed, and I don't look at it as something I shouldn't have done. I look at it like that was my path.
And two, not only is it a necessity for your babies and for your children, but for you to stay grounded and appreciate the shit that really means something, that really has substance. You know what I'm saying? I can finally remember like coming down here for the weekends, right? And Pops would be in a 3-story mansion with elevators and swimming pools. I'm swimming with Brandy, with Michael Jackson niece, Brandy, and just all that shit. And then going back to Hunter's Point, you know what I mean, to the 1-bedroom apartment and just like pressing moms, like, I don't want to live here with you. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just to be honest, like I want to live down there, you know what I mean, with Pops, like, and without her down talking Pops or making him seem like a bad person, she was just like, just let me know, like, that shit ain't what you think is cracked up to be. You know what I'm saying? And I used to have I used to think my brothers, like, I used to always think like my brothers got the best end of the stick, but not knowing that Pops was absent from them like he was absent from me, but they just had the big house. But it was empty because this fool be running, running around. It might be a 3-story house with the empty fridge because Pops be gone for months at a time trying to pay for shit and trying to keep shit going. You know what I'm saying? So it was just like, it was always a give and take that as a child you can't really see. So that's kind of like why I'm so adamant about everything. My kids wake up, it's like, I want them to see me. I want them to know, like, if they got questions about life or whatever it is, like, all those questions that I had to fill in the blanks for myself, that I knew, like, damn, this shit, like, you know what I'm saying? Pop's calling every 2 years and leaving a message on the answer machine singing happy birthday. I'm like, man, this nigga, I ain't seen this nigga in. This nigga singing on the answer machine, nigga, it been 2 years. And it's 3 days after my birthday or 3 days before my birthday. Like, nigga, you don't even know the actual day, nigga. You coming on here singing and shit. And Moms would never let me bash Pops. And she would never bash Pops. I'd be like how we was talking about certain morals and principles. I'd be like, put this nigga on child support. We need some money. Why he get to live in a mansion and we live in an apartment? And she'd be like, nigga, we don't involve the white folks in our business, excuse my language, but you know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, that's too close to snitching. But like, this the mentality and the cloth that we cut from. You know what I'm saying? She like, nigga, what? The people would like, we don't do that. Period. You know what I'm saying?
Cut from a different cloth though. That's just.
But the understanding, but sometimes it takes a while for us to understand, like, even like when I think it was your mom's birthday, we went to, I think it was mom's birthday, and we all went with the fam to like Long Beach or something like that. And when you was like, Pops, that's Auntie Linda's son right there. That's Linda Price's son. And the way he looked at me, you know what I'm saying? The way he was like, and it was just like, he tuned into me like, nigga, he jammed me up for about 20 minutes before we left. Like, what? Like you Linda Price's son? Like, Do you know? Like, I don't even know if you know this story, cuz about our grandparents. Do you know the story about our grandparents?
Mm.
See, let me give you some history right quick. So, moms used to be like, she loved your mom and she loved your dad. Like, I remember going to Philly City or South City, wherever the house was, and moms used to go over there, and I didn't even know, like, we'll be playing hoops and shit, but moms, our parents had a different relationship to where they be interacting, we wouldn't even know about it. She was like, yeah, I just came from out there. Me and Lynn was just together, whooping out, you know what I'm saying? But my grandfather and your grandmother used to go together.
Which one, my child?
No, your dad's dad.
My dad, mama.
Your dad's dad. I mean, your dad's mama. Yeah. No, your dad's mama. Your dad. My bad. Your dad's mom and my grandfather. I guess when they both first came to San Francisco, California, whatever, my mom used to be like, yeah, Big Daddy and Jay's grandmother used to go together. And I'm like, you know how people say shit? I'm like, yeah, whatever, moms. Woo. So when your dad see me, he's like, yeah, do you know that your grandfather was the first man my mom loved? And I was just like, what? He was like, yeah. And my mom said your grandmother told her, like, the reason she picked your grandfather instead of him, because your grandfather was more outgoing. He liked to dance, and which it all makes sense now, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, okay, but my mom had told me that story before, but your dad was like, yeah, the first man my mom ever loved was your grandfather. And I was just like, damn, for real, huh? And he really jammed me up. He also was like, nigga, your mom in the feds? Did she snitch? I said, no, Unc, she in the feds right now. I said, no, she's doing her time. I know, okay. That's what I want to. That's what I'm talking about. I'm like, you know what I'm saying? Like, this shit is so embedded in us, like, you know what I mean? And that's why, like, just the other day, I posted a picture of my mom, like, old gangsters. I'm talking about millionaires from San Francisco, like, real. I don't care if they was pimps. I don't care. Like, when that light up like Christmas. Like, nigga, that was my big sister, or nigga, like, your mama was Diana Ross of her day, like, and just the impact. That's why I'm like, when my kids grow up and they tell somebody, yeah, I'm Juwan's daughter or son or whatever, I want people to light up like when people do when I tell them who my mom is. You know what I'm saying? Dang. Oh, the connection. They can't, cuz you gonna have to get what's it called? I forgot what I got. Cuz gonna have to get my Wi-Fi or something, you know what I'm saying? Dang. What's up, my peoples? I know Cuz coming back, man. What Wi-Fi do I got? Whatever it is, I'm about to tell Cuz he gonna have to join my plan. You know what I'm saying? What's up with my folks, man? I'm just talking with my cousin. We just, you know what I'm saying, sharing this game. Oh, that's my baby cousin again. Okay, I thought it was your Wi-Fi, cuz. No, that's little cuz. T-Night. She on this fool head. He trying to lock himself in the closet. She ain't going for that. She like, what time is dinner? Daddy, quit playing with me. Dad. Hold on, wait a minute, 44 flows. My shit kind of working, man. Ryan, my guy. Hey, listen, chill. Man, just tapping in with cuz, man. We just trying to have some life conversations. Hey, cuz, they trying to disrespect us. They talking about we got that Teddy joint. I told them it's baby cuz, you know what I'm saying?
Hey, no, that is my daughter. My daughter FaceTime. But your Wi-Fi.
Clear that up for us, because I was about to say.
Hey, your Wi-Fi is bullshit, cuz.
Oh, you ain't cool, cuz. I was about to say I add you for nothing. It's nothing. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's the family plan. I add you. It's good.
Oh, I don't want to be on your family plan.
Hey, I know everybody be team iPhone. This Droid working though. This Droid ain't been, you know what I'm saying?
Hey, now that Droid trash, man. Go ahead. That's tripping.
Yeah,
hey,
but
no. Okay, so your granddaddy and it's crazy because my granddaddy, that's what he was known for. dancing around and shit, and just being the life of the party. So I can see that. I can see that for sure.
And
I never knew that's how he knocked her though. I never knew that's how he knocked her grandmama dancing.
Right, and then Pops, Pops damn near, Pops gonna go hard. He damn near like, nigga, I think Linda my sister. You know what I'm saying? Pops, he gonna really go hard on me. I'm just like, all right. You know what I'm saying? Was it ever hard for you to navigate around in the music industry? Was it ever hard for you to navigate around Pop's reputation?
Yeah, nigga, that's why I had to go by Jay Valentine.
I was gonna ask you that, like, why did you change the name? Okay, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, because motherfuckers always got far-fetched stories. Did Pops go to MCA and threaten him, or is that a real story, or was that exaggerated?
The real story. I was there. I was with him.
Okay, tell me about that.
It was me, Ronnie, and my dad. I mean, that's for the movie. But
okay, all right. Say less.
But yeah, no, he really went up there and caused havoc. Because before that, they didn't used to have security like that at record labels. All the security that they be having at labels now, Ron Newt was a big part of that.
Right.
Because
it was all regular business before.
It was all regular business before that, but once they met Ron Newt, it was definitely a different type of business. So that wasn't a fabricated story at all. That's a real story. And shit, when the feds came and they took him, me and Ronnie made them take us too.
Right.
We was like, we going with him.
Right.
And shit, they took us with him.
I can remember coming. So the I Smell Jealousy shit. You know what I mean? With Cougar that made me a fake kid celebrity. You know what I'm saying? Not to your stature, but you know what I'm saying. The show had me recognized in the city for sure. Like, wow, that's you. So I remember going to Mom's like, Mom, Cougar just put me on this song. I'm gonna be on this song. It's called I Smell Jealousy. I'm on it. I'm thinking Mom's gonna be like, what, baby? Woo. You know what Mom said? How much did they pay me? I'm like, what you mean pay me? I'm like, no, they put me on the song, Mom. She like, what? That using your, she's straight old school manager, in the business that traveled the world. She like, nah, woo, they need to pay you some money. I'm like, Mom, damn, you gonna make a nigga take me off of there. I'm just trying to get my recognition. You know what I'm saying back then? But just to show you like how our parents dealt with shit. And the era that they came from, they wasn't going for that, especially about their kids. Like,
hell no.
Is it crazy?
Yeah. So for me, that was so when I came back to LA at 18, I was taking meetings. I was really just trying to get a publishing deal, but I was taking meetings and I was meeting with people and I'm playing the music, and they just kept. They would ask my name. I would always just say Jay. And then they'd be like, because I think for some people, I still looked familiar.
Right.
Because it hadn't that long. It had been maybe, 6-7 years or whatever when I came back. And it would just always come up. Like, well, what's your name? Where you from?
Right.
And the part is that a lot of people in the music business weren't from San Francisco.
Right.
They might have been from Oakland. Or like different parts of the Bay, but really Oakland. But it wasn't really San Francisco. So the Newtrons were synonymous with San Francisco. Like those two went together. You know what I mean? Like those went together where if it was music and it was, we kind of got a distinct look. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
You know what I mean? So it
wasn't hard to put two and two together.
So, I didn't know that it was following me like that as far as like, the old stories and how people felt about Pops. And I didn't know at that time that Pops was blackballed.
Right.
Like he was
probably didn't even know what blackball meant at that moment.
Yeah, he was literally blackballed in the business. People were fearful of doing business with him, and it just wasn't cool. So at some point, somebody pointed it out to me.
Okay, somebody pulled your court. Yeah,
you got to change your name.
right.
And I was like, what?
John, like, turn off all the lights, please.
We can't get no money with you.
Right.
Don't nobody
think it'll work.
Because they think your dad gonna pop up.
Right. If anybody say anything wrong.
Which, even if I change my name.
He would. Yeah. They was right, yeah.
I had to do the roundabout thing and ultimately chose to use my middle name.
Right. I can remember, like, that's what moms used to call you. The Valentine. Ooh, Valentine? Even Betrayal All-Star. Mom, I play with Valentine. Ooh, Valentine? Like, people don't know that, you know what I'm saying? But the ones who really know you, like, really know you and the history before you was born and all that shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, our moms and people from our circle, like, people don't know, like, me, you, Big Rich, like, we all come from a certain group of prestigious families from the Bay Area. So like Beasley's, Tatum's, Price's, Newt's, like these families, you know what I'm saying, are very known in our city. You know what I'm saying? Like as far as especially like getting out, like my mom would like she'd be like, come on, and I'd be like, where we going? We'd go to like the wine country or some shit, and it'd be the fucking, we'd sit down at the table, and I'm young, so I ain't knowing, you know what I mean, that this is the OJs, the Temptations, and Levert that we all sitting here at dinner with, you know what I'm saying? And of course, back then, for me, it was just like a whole bunch of old niggas, like, you know what I'm saying? But now that I'm older, like, damn, they like, you know, these people, you know, love moms and respected moms. But I was just like, who is these old niggas like? And now that I'm older, like, man, I used to go eat dinner with the Temptations, and every time Eddie Levert and the OJs came anywhere near the Bay Area to perform, moms, you know what I'm saying, we was there, you know, and they was extending themselves to us and just different shit, you know what I mean? So it was just like, it was a different feel. Like, I heard you talk about the Circle Store the other night. I remember going to the Circle Store and the OJs was performing, and Club Nouveau was opening up for the OJs. And my cousin Aladdin, he was like the dancer for Club Nouveau. And mine was like best friends with the OJs. So we like front row, you know what I mean, at the Circle Store, the stage spinning. I was so little, like, people like kids, like people our age, they just heard of the Circle Store. They ain't never really been there, or, you know what I'm saying? Like, that shit is just so legendary. Like,
Diana Ross put us on stage at that motherfucker.
Man, come on, man. What was your interaction? What was your memories or your interaction? I know Pops, you know, told a story about Bubbles biting you. Was that a true story? you know, Pops. You heard him, man. Pops said, "Mike hit Bubbles with a 16-piece. Quit playing around, cuz." You know what I mean? We seen that. The world seen that, man. Quit playing, man.
The Bubbles tried to bite me, man.
Okay, keep it.
No bullshit. Like, Bubbles tried to bite me, and the nigga Michael Jackson slapped the shit out of him.
How was Mike?
That's a true story.
How was he? Like his personality? Was he real chill and personable? Or?
He was like a big ass kid. He's like a big ass.
Okay.
A big ass kid. But he was just. Even when I was young, you could just tell that it was a lot for him.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like,
right.
Now seeing it and being close to it as I am with, you know, artists that I work with, and, you know, and even like little bro, like Chris Brown, like seeing guys that have that type of success.
And that type of talent.
There's no
What do you mean? Where do I see stuff? There's grease here, and
man, I don't even know what to call it, bro. Like, it's like out of this world.
Right.
Like, it's for the space that they're in. They don't live in the same world as us.
Your mom was talking to
even to make somebody understand, even to make like the average person understand how much power,
so you shouldn't leave grease on the
and how much you have to be like to be a savant like that. It's almost like it's like a genius thing, you know what I mean? To be like
the
a kid and just be like
you
understand numbers or anything.
So the only way that it could have got knocked down is if it was
right?
left there, man.
Yeah,
but it's another
let's go through this.
At that level of fame,
right?
Because
to go with the talent, right?
Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot of people that are really talented. It's not a lot of people that are that type of famous.
Right.
Like that's just a whole world, bro, where it's like literally you wake up and you can do whatever the fuck you want, but then you can't do what you may want to do because you.
I remember us having these conversations before too. Yeah, it's like having all of the power and all the freedom, but still being in prison at the same time. I remember me and you having these conversations.
Bro, Justin Timberlake one time tried to go to Walmart with me. I was like, nigga, you're not coming to Walmart with me.
Right.
You're not coming to Walmart with me, bro. Like,
fuck up. I'm trying to go do some regular shit. Get the fuck out of here.
I'm trying to go buy some nigga, whatever the fuck I'm on today.
Yeah.
Security.
Right.
I'm cool. Or like,
right.
And Chris Brown has to play basketball at his house, bro.
As much as he want to go ball.
But when he want to go to the gym, nigga, they gotta practically shut the motherfucker down.
Literally, right.
Like he just, because if he goes to a nigga want to just pull up on a park, it's going to be pandemonium.
Period. Right.
And that's just something else mentally that the average person just don't understand and won't understand. Like I don't even fully understand it because I've never been famous. So for me, I see it and I've been close to it and I've been with guys who are and girls even that are really famous. That I've been to places with or I'm cool with or they my folks, and they'll give you a glimpse of how it is, but sometimes you'll just see them people, bro, like just staring off into the world, my nigga, like, and you be like, I wonder what that nigga thinking about, cause life is different for him. And then just imagine waking up every day too. Like if I don't earn, there's 100 people that's gonna starve. Right. That's a lot of bro.
You ain't never lied. One mistake, one whatever.
If I choose, because I had to deal with some of it when I stopped singing, because there were people that were.
The lie about to stop in 5 seconds. I'm gonna come back on.